Hey family, what's good? This is your girl, I am the Bronze Goddess, and I'm here to do the 50 random facts tag. I love tag videos. They're always a great way for you to get to know the vlogger. So I wanted to kind of put this out here and kind of give you guys an opportunity to get to know me a little bit better. So I'm going to jump right into it. I am a bit chatty, so if you're not into chattiness, this is definitely not the video for you. It is 50 random facts, all right? So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing, I have all my questions right here on my computer, so if you see me looking down, it's just to read this list. The first thing is that I come from a long line of preachers and teachers on both sides of my family. I am the daughter, stepdaughter, granddaughter, and niece of preachers and teachers. Second fact is I was once in a gospel singing group with my older sister and my little cousin. We were called Expression, and my uncle was kind of grooming us to be like the next Clark sisters. The third fact is I was once the Christmas tree in a Christmas play. I was in chorus, and for the first time I was like the lead, and I was so scared, but I was the Christmas tree in our Christmas play. The fourth fact is that Shania Twain kind of introduced me to country music. I'm still not a huge country music fan, but I'm open-minded to certain songs and things like that. I do like some Shania Twain songs, some Faith Hill songs. I even like whatever that is that Taylor Swift sings. I don't know if it's more pop or more country, but I like some of it. I will say that. Fact number 5, my favorite celebrity is Oprah. Fact number 6, I am a decorated United States Army soldier. I was in the reserves and active duty. Soldier of the month a couple of times. I'm a nerd in anything that I do, even in the military. I was, going and getting ribbons and wanting to be soldier of the month a couple of times. I won that. When I was little, I thought I was going to be an anchor woman, a lawyer, or a TV chef. I got that kind of half right. I did go to culinary school and everything like that, so the last one was kind of true. My best birthday ever was when I was 9. I'm actually 9 years older than my little brother, and his birthday is June 9th. My birthday is June 13th. So when he was born and he finally came home, I thought my parents had forgotten about my birthday. They didn't make a big deal about it. It was pretty low key. My older sister's birthday is also in June. Her birthday is June 30th. I did not know they were planning this massive birthday party for us. They waited until our birthday was over, and I think it was like the first week in July. Once all of our birthdays had passed, they planned this huge celebration. We all had our own cakes. My sister had a Barbie cake. It had like a Barbie stuffed in the middle, and the skirt was like the cake. It was like kind of flared out, and that was the cake. I had a Cabbage Patch Girl cake, and my little brother had a teddy bear cake. And I know this is random, but it's random facts, right? That was one of my favorite birthdays ever because I couldn't believe my parents would really forget, and they didn't. In fact, they were planning something huge for us, and it's kind of, for me, that was really huge. I mean, no matter how many kids that they had, we have an older sister and older brother, they always went out of their way to make sure that we all felt special, and that was kind of a big deal. But anyway, fact number 9, if I brush my teeth, I can't eat for at least an hour. I cannot stand like that minty taste from brushing your teeth and then trying to eat anything. Anything you eat right after brushing your teeth has like a minty flavor to it. I just can't stand it. I have to wait at least an hour or so, after I brush my teeth to eat anything. Fact number 10, I rarely get mad on my own behalf. I am very sympathetic and empathetic to other people. I will typically get more upset with you for hurting someone else than hurting me. You come for me in the comment section, I could care less. You come for my kids. You've seen me, if you guys have been watching me for a while, you've seen me do videos for other people. I did a video for Atia, did some videos for Taryn916. If I like you and somebody comes for you, I'll get more upset for them than I would if you got mad at me. I don't know why that is, but that's just how I'm built. My first plane ride was to the beautiful, the sexy, the exotic Missouri. That's where I went. My first plane ride was in basic training, and I was stationed in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri for basic training. So it wasn't nothing fancy, it wasn't nothing sexy. It was Missouri, all right? Fact number 12, loyalty is a must for me in all relationship, whether it be friendship, marriage, no matter what. Loyalty, I'm really, really big on loyalty. Fact number 13, I don't really listen to rap. I don't really listen to rap because I'm not a fan of a whole lot of cursing. And especially if I like the song and I don't curse, I can't even sing it with you. I can't even repeat it. And that just kind of irks me. So I typically like finding remixes or instrumentals or something like that. Or I listen to more R&B, something like that. But I really I'm not really into rap. I don't know. It's just a little bit too much for me. Call me what you want, but whatever. That's how I feel about it. Fact number 14, I hate to see other people getting embarrassed. That's why I don't like watching like those certain reality shows where it's kind of embarrassing and I'm embarrassed for you, or any kind of talent thing. And let's say you're singing and you forgot the words or something like that. I will immediately turn off the TV because I can't stand to watch someone get embarrassed. It just bothers me so much. Fact number 15, the song I Can Only Imagine. I just recently heard Tamala Mann's version of that song. And that song makes me cry every single time. If you haven't heard it, I'll leave a link below. That song drives me to tears every time. It is just... fact number 16, I used to hate my butt. I used to hate the way that I was shaped. I have grown to love it and embrace it and everything. But when I was little and younger, I just hated the fact that I didn't really have much up top, but I had all my blessings on the bottom. Now I'm happy with it. But when I was a kid, I used to hate the way that I was shaped. Fact number 17, I'm a guy's girl. I know you think that might be crazy and shocking for some of you. I'm on this YouTube. I do makeup. I do hair, strawberry letters. I do so many things for ladies. But I'm actually, believe it or not, more of a guy's girl. I was the girl in the military that was playing cards or, playing dominoes. I've always kind of been surrounded by guys. That's kind of, maybe it's the military in me. That's where, that kind of came from. But I'm more of a guy's girl. Fact number 18, I'm very competitive. I don't even want to play if you're not serious. I can't stand people like, if you say, oh, we need a fourth person to play spades. And somebody say, I don't really know how to play that much, but I'll play. You can't be my partner. No. I want to win. So I'm very competitive. Fact number 19, I love spades and dominoes. Those are two of my favorite games to play. I also love Taboo. If you have a good partner like my husband or my mom, somebody who really knows me, my sister, I love playing games like that. I also, fact number 20, I love trivia games like Jeopardy. Anything where I have to like think. I love stuff like that. Fact number 21, I love crime shows. And that's why I like Scandal. And there's another show that I really like. Anything where I have to try to predict what's going to happen next. Or I have to put the clues together like a little, like an urban, like Nancy Drew or something. I'm always trying to figure out the crime and figure it out before everybody else figures it out. I love whodunit type things. Whether it's game, movies, shows. I love any whodunit type thing. Favorite types of movies are thrillers and action movies. I have a weakness for cute kids. Cute kids, they just make me swoon. I love cute, adorable kids. If you follow me on Instagram, that's like the pictures that I'm liking the most, some kind of cute little kid. Now, fact number 24, I do a mean Anita Baker impression. In fact, when I was a kid, my teachers used to call me to their class, come here, and ask me to sing Anita Baker or Toni Braxton because I would do impersonations for both of them, and they would ask me to sing those songs for them. Fact number 25, I prefer 90s music over today's music. Oh, girl. Something to be said about some old Mary J., some good old Brownstone, some Jodeci. That's what I like. I prefer that kind of music over anything that they play today. I'm a 90s girl. I'm a 90s girl. Anyway, fact number 26, I rarely spoil myself. I know you see these hauls, but sometimes these things are sent to me, but I rarely spend money on myself. If my husband wants an Xbox and it's $500, baby, work hard, do it. The kids need something, do it. But when I need something, I hem and haw about it. I talk myself out of it. I rarely spend, a decent amount of money on myself. My husband is the one who typically was like, you need that. Get it. Matter of fact, I'm going to get it for you. He does that with just about everything that I have that's nice. He will get it for me because he knows that I won't. He knows I won't get it. So, yeah. 27, I used to have a Jerry curl. Yeah, mama was wrong for that. Fact number 28, I used to sing BB and CeCe Winans duet with my dad. We used to sing songs like Heaven and, songs like that. It's what I live for, a place where love will never cease, willing to die for. Heaven is where I want to be. Then my dad would come in. We used to sing. Oh my gosh. That reminds me of the good old days. Singing duets in church with my daddy. Fact number 29. My nickname is Smurfette. They call me Smurfette in the Army. Fact number 30. The vision. It's kind of deep, but it is what it is. The vision that God has shown me for my life is enormous. And sometimes I have a tendency to get a little bit intimidated by the size of the dream or the size of the vision. You know, there's a quote that says, if your dreams don't scare you, you're not dreaming big enough. They do scare me. What God wants me to do is amazing to me. And yeah, I'm not going to get into it here because I know that I'm not just among friends. You know, I'm not even going to preach about that well, yeah, I am. I'm not typically among friends. Some people follow you and they follow you because they want to be nosy. Some people follow you because they want to see what's going on with you. And some people actually are for you. And so I'm very, very reluctant about sharing exactly what God has envisioned for me because I don't know who all I'm talking to. If you guys understand that people will assassinate your dreams, people will pray and pray for your downfall. People will. So I'm always reluctant about how much I share about my vision that, you know, God has for my life because I never know who I'm speaking to. If we were one-on-one, I probably would tell you. But the fact that this is the masses, I'm gonna hold that tight. Anyway, wisdom. All right. Message. Hubby wore a pair of crisp Air Force Ones on our wedding day. I told him it was fine if he wore them because that was who he is. That's his personality. He don't really like to like dress up as long as they were crispy. They had to be brand new out of the box for me to say okay. It couldn't be he hadn't worn them for a week and, you know, wore them. No, it had to be like brand new, popping a tag that day. And that's what he wore. What else? I don't bet on anything unless I'm going to win. You know, people always say, oh, I bet you this or I bet you that. I will never say that unless I'm sure. I don't like gambling and I don't like risk, which is probably my issue. I don't really like taking risks. So if I say I bet you something, I bet you I'll do this. That means I'm going to do it. I would never say that unless I know for a fact it's a sure thing. So my husband, every time I say I bet, he's always like, never mind. Because he knows that if I say I bet you, it's a wrap. I used to be ashamed of my accent. Some of you guys can hear it. It comes out kind of when it wants to. I am Geechee. I'm from Charleston, and sometimes you can hear a little bit of an accent. I used to be ashamed of it because I wanted to be an anchor woman when I was a kid, and somebody tried to assassinate my dream and mentioned to me that I'd never heard anybody on the news with an accent like mine. And if I ever wanted to basically be anything, that I couldn't be that sounding the way that I do. So if you guys notice, I talk a little slower sometimes, and that is in an effort to kind of camouflage. I've been doing it so long, but I used to be ashamed of my accent. Now I'm like, it is what it is. I am who I am. I'm not doing it consciously anymore, but it used to really bother me that I couldn't be on the news with the Geechee accent or that I couldn't be on TV with the Geechee accent, but that's how I talk. So it is what it is. But anyway, and old people, don't squash anybody's dream. I'll be the first one. I would have been the first one. If my daddy had heard that person say that, he would have got them together because that's what he used to do. Anyway, I digress. I eat cold things year round, winter, summer, spring, fall. I will eat ice cream. I will eat slushies, eat popsicles. I don't care if it's the coldest day in December. I will still eat it because I love cold things. Hubby is actually the second man to propose to me. That was actually fact number 35. Number 36, I like fresh peaches, but I cannot stand canned peaches. I don't, if I can't bite it, I don't want it. I don't know what somebody just grosses me out when it's in a can. The texture of it is like slimy. Fact number 37, I was born on America Street. Fact number 38, that's the name of the street, America Street. Which, okay, anyway. Fact number 38, I must say, I must say what's on my mind to find peace. I am not someone that does really well with holding how I feel. I don't hold emotions really, really well. If I have to say something, then I will say it. It will bother me and bother me and bother me until I get it off my chest. So that's kind of how I am. Once I say what I have to say, instantly I feel better. So I don't hold things very well. My sister and I used to wear business suits to school. When other kids were wearing jeans and t-shirts and wearing comfy casual clothes to middle school and high school, especially high school, my sister and I would wear pantsuits. We wore suits to school. We wanted to be business women like my father. That's how he raised us to be. So we would wear suits to school. We ditched our book bags for briefcases. Like, I've been a businesswoman like all of my life. But yeah, that's what we used to do. Fact number 40, I've never had detention or was suspended. When I was 9, the teacher wrote my name on the board as just a warning, and I cried hysterically. hysterically because I had never been in trouble before in my life. So yeah, I'm kind of a goody two shoes in that respect. Fact number 41, I eat certain foods even if I don't particularly like them, just because they remind me of my childhood. Certain cookies, certain whatever it is. I will eat certain dishes just because I love that nostalgic feeling of, I used to eat this when I was a kid. This reminds me of my parents, or this reminds me of home, or whatever. I eat certain foods just for that sake. I don't even necessarily like everything, but just to be nostalgic, I'll do it. Fact number 42, I didn't see a rated R movie until I was grown. My parents were not having that. They were very conservative. And so, you know, I don't know. These kids these days watching rated R movies with the sex and the violence and the drugs and all the language and all that. My parents weren't having that. So no, never saw any of that. So I never listened to secular music either. I used to hate when I'd go into a club or whatever back in my day and they would cut the music and the whole crowd would sing, walk on by, bum, 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 or just whatever song they would sing, like some old Slick Rick the Ruler, and I wouldn't know it. The whole club would know a song and I'd be looking around like, I never heard this before. Like, I always felt foreign for that. Anyway, so I don't know a lot of music that came out in my time because of that, because my parents were very selective about what we listened to, and my husband and I are actually the same way about our daughters. We barely even listen to the radio with our kids around. We're very protective about what they hear, and we're trying to keep them a kid as long as possible. They're not going to hear music that's, you know, all sexed up and, you know, cursing and violence and drugs. They don't hear any of that. What you might hear them listen to is Pharrell's I'm So Happy. You might hear something like that, but you won't hear much else because we're very protective for that reason. What else? I used to stuff my bra. Okay. Fact number 44. Back in the day, I used to stuff my bra to kind of balance out my body shape. And the best thing to use to stuff your bra when you was a kid, back in the day, they used to have the shoulder pads. And the shoulder pads give you a more realistic feel than just a tissue. So I would pop the shoulder pads out of my mom's stuff and I pop it into my bra and it gave me a nice, yeah. That's love that I'm sharing that with you guys. But anyway, fact number 45, I am a carnivore. You can take away anything else from me. Take away vegetables, take away rice. No, don't take away my rice. I'm Geechee, I gotta have my rice. Take away vegetables, take away fruit, take away rice, take away dairy, but don't take away my meat. I am a carnivore. I would cry. I would be devastated. I will never be a vegetarian, at least as far as I know, because I love me some meat. All right? I gave up gossip one year for Lent, and I'm still not into it. One time, my husband and I noticed that we were very, very into the media takeouts and the gossip and the sites like that. And so for Lent, I decided that I was going to cut it out for like 30 days. And I haven't been to those sites in years since then. And I'm very, very selective of like gossip. If I hear something, it's typically on Twitter or Instagram or something like that, but it's not something that I actually sought out. I don't go to gossip websites every day. I haven't done that in years. I pretty much try to mind my own business. If I heard about it, probably the whole world has heard about it because I don't go out seeking information about people. Fact number 47, I'd rather the internet than TV. You can take away the TV and take away the internet, I would be devastated because I love the internet. You can watch TV on the internet if you want to. Like if push came to shove, I would choose the internet over TV like this. Thank goodness for Hulu and Netflix and all that. I need that. Fact number 48, sad movies make me cry. Whenever there's a sad part in a movie, the countdown begins. My husband looks at me instantly. He might even do like this and wait on me to cry because he's always like guys. But anyway, like I said, I don't care what it is. A movie, even a commercial, will probably move me to tears. Fact number 49, I have probably cooked thousands of meals for my husband in the almost 11 years that we've been together, and he thanks me for every meal. Every single time, thanks for cooking, babe. Babe, I want to thank you for cooking. It's to the point now where even my daughters do it. And I think that's probably one of the sweetest things ever. Is it just show, I never feel like he takes it for granted that I take the time to cook. If I make breakfast, lunch, and dinner in the same day, he will thank me for each meal. And even the kids would be like, we want to thank you for cooking, mommy. And I don't know, it just makes me feel so appreciated. I love that. And the last thing is I absolutely, and I say this one for last so I won't get emotional, I absolutely love the way that my husband loves me. There's a country song that's like, it's in the way you love me. My husband is so considerate and so sweet. He reaches for my hand when he's driving, wants to hold hands. He wants to spend time with me all the time. He, you know, he studies me to see what I love and what I'm into so that he can give it to me. I feel like if he could, he would give me the sky and every star in it. And I'm not gonna get emotional about it, but I love my husband for that. I've never had that before. I've never had somebody so considerate of me. And that's why I feel like, I mean, I just love him. I absolutely love him. I rarely talk about my husband, but, you know, for this video, I had to, because that's something that you guys don't really know, is that he's an amazing man. You may not have seen him on this channel, because I'm very, very protective of what I have with him, and I don't want to necessarily share that with everyone. But what I will tell you is he is an amazing man. And I am very lucky to have, not lucky, I'm very blessed to have him. He is the result of an answered prayer. He is the result of God's decision for me, and I'm grateful for him. But anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. And yeah, until next time, later divas and dudes. Deuces, honey.